Yep, you got that right, James. Fan of Punch breakdown time. And funny enough, Steve, we did just make our official predictions, but let's see now if Ghost can persuade us last second to take Emi.
Since
unlikely.
Since there's no kicks, I mean, we're not going to see the kicks in the breakdown.
Let's see if any of our minds change here right now as we get.
There's no way.
No kicks in the breakdown. Yeah, spoiler alert. No kicks there, but it's time for your final bit of hype for this rematch. Ghost, that's probably not. Zazakita, it's Emi Fujino week. The cat has been out of the bag for a bit now. We're going to go into one of the sport's truest pioneers, an absolute building block for the women in MMA history. Emi Fujino breakdown week, you guys. And I'm going to have to look at my other screen for this because last week, my goodness, the red was just not working on this monitor. It was not working with my eyes. So I'm going to scooch over real quick with the power of mobility in the studio. All right, let's get to it. Emi Fujino MMA breakdown. Emi Fujino has experience fighting with two top-tier strawweights and a flyweight contender from the UFC when they were just rising prospects. Guess who those were? Fujino had to deal with the blitzing attack of Yan Xiaonan. Jab to start the blitz. Right hook to end blitz. Oh, man. Karate style hook kick. I love Xiaonan. Incredible that she ate that. Fujino had to deal with the size and strength of Viviane Araujo. But I mean, God, that would have put most people out. Sweet chin music right there. Blast double based on strength.
Yes.
From Araujo. From Viviane. Fujino has experienced a variety of weapons thrown by Zhang Weili. Here come the elbows. Rear body kick first, though.
Oh.
Rear hand. Clang. Left hook to close door. And reactive elbow. I told you. Told you it was coming. Straight post to defend rear hook. Fighting these opponents has helped her gain confidence in the latter part of her career. Whenever you watch Fujino fight, she is always in proper boxing stance or readjusting to a proper boxing stance. She always has a solid base and a shoulder plane where her left shoulder is higher than the right. Because of the proper boxing stance, she is able to push off the back foot, close the distance, and land her jab. Bang, bang. Maintenance of the proper boxing stance allows her to fire a right hand when her opponent backs straight back. Fujino might not have the most dynamic arsenal of attacks, but by constantly being in a boxing stance and always pointed at her opponent, it becomes hard for the opponent to start their own offense. Fujino's stance makes it harder for her opponent to attack her head on, since her stance makes her ready to counter. And some slow-mo. And down the pipe. No kicks yet. Fujino understands how to cut the cage while maintaining her distance. Ooh, that was very nice. Fujino sees that her opponent is circling towards her lead hand. Fujino begins the process of cutting her off by pushing off the back foot, moving in a lateral direction. As soon as Fujino cuts her off and sets a new distance, she returns back to her boxing stance. Now the opponent has to engage since she has no room to keep circling.
Yeah.
Notice the square stance that the opponent tries to start her
She's
offense.
gonna eat one hard.
Yeah. Fujino's stance allows her to see the looping right hook and counter with a jab and roll. Her stance also lets her put some power behind the jab since she's pushing off her back foot.
Yeah.
Fujino follows up with a right hand. Oh, yeah. However, there is no power or balance behind it since Fujino did not step her back foot and rotate all the way through. This caused her to slightly overextend since her head is just over her knee. Fujino decides to wisely clinch up because she knew she was overextended with her right hand.
That should have been a knockout had she went in there clean.
Yeah. Still very solid stuff.
No, yeah, I mean it's great, but there was that potential for a knockout right there. But hey, at least at that point she realized what she had done.
Yeah, exactly. So after fighting Wei Li and Zhao Nan, a little quick there, Fujino started to crowd her opponent's kicks. There you go. Fujino sees the switch step kick coming and closes the distance.
She set it up.
Oh, yeah. Give me that.
Yeah.
Fujino catches the kick with an overhook and begins to frame her left arm toward the opponent's face.
She was like, "We don't kick here."
The frames in the overhook off the caught leg allows Fujino to break the base and posture of her opponent, allowing her to drive her opponent to the fence.
Straight drove her back.
Yep. Right in there.
That's fucking nice.
Another example of Fujino crowding a kick. Fujino eats the kick, but is able to mitigate the damage since she closed the distance on her opponent's pivot foot, the foot not kicking. Fujino underhooks her opponent's kicks and drives her in an arc down to the mat. Pushing the knee down breaks her opponent's posture, while pushing up on the underhook allows Fujino to secure her connection while they are going down. Fujino has also added elbows to her ground and pound. There you go. Little love taps. Maybe not so much love. Fujino's main finishing weapon on the ground is the rear naked choke. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Front headlock snap down allows Fujino to break her opponent's posture.
Yep.
Opponent is reaching to attack Fujino's leg while her posture and base is broken, which gives Fujino the opportunity to maneuver towards the back. Fujino has now connected her right arm behind her opponent and reestablished a solid base, which gives her the ability to get hooks in. This is the title win, too. Now the hand fight begins. The crowning achievement here. Great moment. Fujino uses a crossface to force her opponent to stop looking for wrist control. Now the opponent's hands are fighting the elbow and not the wrist. When someone has your back, you have to gain control of the hands and get your back to the mat. Fujino's crossface prevents her opponent from doing both. Getting nasty in there, huh, Steve?
Yeah. So good to see.
And night. Fujino gets a second hook in and gets her choking arm to her opposite bicep. Opponent is looking to get wrist control, but is too late.
And she almost dies.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, she's like, oh, okay.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Fujino now tries to fall to the choke side to make the choke deeper. Oof. Pain. Game over. Opponent tried to slide under, but that made the choke deeper. Oh, God. And that's how you win a title.
Yeah.
Fujino closes the distance off the kick and used the knee tap to take her opponent down with rotation. Quickly into the second round of that Denisova fight. Fujino has a good base and can easily pass the non-existent guard. It just doesn't exist. Fujino passes seamlessly into mount.
That was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. And Troubleville. The reason Fujino is able to effectively strike from mount is because she is wedging her base into her opponent while maintaining proper posture.
She's going to wreck her.
Fujino's opponent incorrectly turns to her side while Fujino has good mount control.
That was dumb.
Not the greatest idea.
No. Terrible.
Fujino's opponent incorrectly turns to her side while Fujino has good mount control. Fujino takes the back and immediately sinks in the rear naked choke. Oh, no.
You know that Fujino is really good at rear naked chokes, right? Like, why would you roll over so that she can get your neck easier?
Let's just get this over with. No more punches, please.
Shit, I'd rather take the punches than Fujino.
When you flatten someone out with your leg hooks, it becomes easy to finish the choke.
Over, dude. She's done. She's literally planking.
Oh, man. He's trying.
You can only try it for long. Yeah, she's done.
All right. 2 questions we must consider before Hamasaki versus Fujino 2. Question 1. Can Emi Fujino counter Ayaka Hamasaki's striking? Consider Hamasaki likes to use the head and shoulder feint to draw out counters. And question 2, is Fujino going to go to the ground with Hamasaki?
Oh, man.
Oh, my. Let's bring it on.
Who wants to go to the ground with Hamasaki, man?
Yeah. But, Steve, to start with question 2, and I guess we kind of already addressed it, but
yeah.
I think she willing, I think is a little bit different phrasing than will she go there? Should she? I mean, is she willing to? I think, of course, she's very confident in her abilities. And again, having been there, she likes to test herself, all that kind of thing. So willing to go there, I'm sure. And I believe it will end up there. That's pretty much how I predicted the fight will go, that she will take her down and get caught. So, yeah, I expect that to happen. Do you agree with that, Steve? I think that's
no, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think it would be kind of a nightmare for her to go to the ground though with Hamasaki.
I mean, she's probably got a better chance than on the feet, though, is the thing. Like, which
it's pretty crazy. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, she probably has. No, I don't know the way that she counters and she sets up, phenomenal. Obviously, we saw in the clips. Hamasaki's so much better though. Like there's Fujino's really good, obviously, but Hamasaki's like great.
Yep, completely agree. And Emi takes a lot to give some too, as you could tell.
I don't know if she's gonna be able to take that from Hamasaki. I did pick it to go to decision, but
Especially with the weight cut too. You know, look at what happened to Dillashaw. You know, people when they train themselves might not be as durable.
Yeah.
But then as for question 1, he says, can Emi Fujino counter Hamasaki striking, considering Hamasaki likes to use head and shoulder feint to draw out counters? I
She's
mean,
got counters, but
yeah, it's
Hamasaki's
possible.
just smart, man.
I mean, I think that depending on how long the fight lasts, she'll definitely get some in there, get some effective offense and, you know, counters in there, but still not going to be enough. Still not going to be enough, but phenomenal stuff. Once again, Ghost, I hope for all of you guys, which I do see the comments rolling in here, hope that made up for last week as you were all so picky and hating on Leah McCourt. But Emi Fujino, excellent stuff for sure. So let's check it out. What does everyone got to say? Where are we? Bum, bum, bum. Alvin says, I like that the Phantom Punch is the last one, so I can watch it live. All right. Should we make this a regular closer, Steve? I mean, Alvin likes it. Apparently, he doesn't show up early.
I'm fine with making this the close.
Yeah, not too terrible. Jimmy says, this is exciting. Rue, these are always good. This is at the start, of course. Zazakita, damn, she ate that kick. Yes, she did. Very tough is Emi Fujino. James says, LOL, the first part is of Fujino getting beat up. Yes, a little bit of a low light, but it shows you how fucking tough she is. Because, my God, she has fought some monsters. Damn, she ate elbows and that hook kick back-to-back when she fought Yan and Zhang. Yes, she did, Rue.
Yeah.
Jimmy says, there is a certain theme whenever Ghost talks about striking, distance and balance. It's a big part of things. Rain says, Ghost is back on track. There you go. That answers the question I've proposed. Jen says, man, love these. This might be the only pod that breaks down women in MMA. What can we say? What can we fucking say? That's why you keep on coming back. But James says, she might not throw kicks, but she catches them. There you go. It's a part of the strategy.
And
right?
it's kind of good offense for.
Yeah, it definitely turns into it. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if
Hamasaki kicks.
I'm sure that will have picked up on that. You know, I'm sure that's, again, having trained together as much as they have, I'm sure that they kind of have pointed these things out to each other. So it's going to be, I think, for that first half of the round, as I'm predicting it'll end in the first round still, I think it'll be a bit of a chess match. Jimmy says, wow, that's cool. Fujino added elbows after fighting Wei Li. Much respect to her, but still picking Hamasaki. Yeah, didn't quite change my mind there, but I love to see it. There was a Phantom Punch breakdown where Hamasaki defended a deep triangle. I don't think Hamasaki can catch. I don't think Fujino can catch Hamasaki. Right. Yeah, she is just too smart. Ghost Phantom says, yep, against Ham. Rain says, there is no way Hamasaki is going to let Fujino mount. I don't know if I've ever seen Hamasaki get mounted. I don't remember if Claudia got on her, but...
Yeah, I think Adelia did.
In the mount? I mean, I know she got on top. I don't remember if she got mount, though. I'd have to go back and watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, not easy to get Ayaka in that position.
Adelia was on top of Hamasaki, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was mount.
Yeah, for sure. Ghost says, counter-striking a person who faints is a nightmare. Rain says, I feel Hamasaki still beats Fujino. There you go. Jamie says, Hamasaki striking has different looks and feints to draw out the counters.
Yeah.
Ghost agrees. Just too much overload of the counter striker when you feint at them. Cincho, always good stuff from Ghost. Absolutely. Stamina says, for fuck's sake, the Moreno Figueiredo trilogy is a go. All right, throwing the news at us. That is
in December. When is it?
All right. How about that? Interesting. Very interesting. Ghost says, I saw Fujino check one kick against Wei Li. Then she fell over, so checking inside low kicks is a no-go.
December 11th.
Oh, it's on that one. Yeah. Wow, they're going against Pantoja and Askarov. Wow. I don't know about that.
It's too fast, man. Move on.
Yeah.
Move on from it.
Davison didn't even win a round.
Shit. Moreno. Okay.
Yep. All the goofy boundary matches. Yeah.